One of the most common questions that people ask us about the Versalift has to do with the ceiling panel. And they ask, well, how does the ceiling panel get flush with the ceiling, and yet the unit gets flush with the attic floor, so that you don't have to reach down into a hole and get stuff out of it. All you have to do is drag it right off into the attic floor at the same level. And the real secret, or the patent behind the Versalift system, really has to do with the ceiling panel. So the ceiling panel has 4 springs in the legs of the carrier unit. Those 4 springs hold the ceiling panel tight against the ceiling, allowing the unit to continue to travel into the attic, and when it gets flush with the floor, it trips a lever on the head of the unit, which automatically shuts it off. The ceiling panel is tight against the ceiling. People ask us about insulating the ceiling panel, which you can do. You can put weather stripping on the outside of this if you want. So if you live in one of the northern states or northeastern states where it gets colder in the wintertime, and you want to trap that heat in the bottom of the house or in the attic, either way, then you can do that with weather stripping or insulation of some kind. So again, these 4 springs hold the ceiling panel tight against the ceiling. Thus, we don't care if you have a tube of 6, tube of 12, tube of 4, a T-joist or an I-joist frame. This will stretch up to 20 inches, and that way it holds the ceiling panel tight. And when you operate the unit with a wireless unit or any of the other handheld or in-wall units, you hold the button down the entire time through the operation, let the unit turn itself off. Whether it goes up or all the way down to the floor, it's automatically going to shut itself off, just like this. You listen, you hear it shut off? It shut off on its own while I was holding the button. So now, in the reverse, we're going to bring the unit down all the way to the floor. When it hits the floor, it'll sense it's on the floor, automatically shut off. You hear it starting to go down, the spring is catching up into the carrier of the unit. It's going to carry all the way to the floor. Automatically shut itself off.